Welcome back to Tutorial Tidbits. I'm Elizabeth St. Hilaire, and today I'm coming to you from my garage studio in Sacramento, California, to talk to you about metallic shiny polka dots. Who doesn't love metallic shiny polka dots? This is an awesome tissue paper that I got on Amazon to print with color and to use as backgrounds and to play with in my collage work. And while I was messing around with it, something occurred to me that became my new favorite technique. So, if you've got a few minutes, I'm going to show you just what I figured out by pure coincidence and accident while I was messing around with my gel plate. And honestly, that's typically how it happens around here. I mean, this is where the magic happens, and 90% of the time, it's unplanned magic. It's just serendipity. So, if you've got a few minutes, I'm going to show you how to do it. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be working in earth tone colors with my golden fluid acrylics. So some of the colors I've pulled out are burnt sienna, burnt umber light, Van Dyke brown, iridescent bronze, iridescent gold, and everybody's favorite quinacridone nickel azo gold. So this is a technique that happened. I found out by accident how to do it, and I absolutely love it. It was sort of serendipitous, and I'm going to share it with you, and I think you're going to enjoy it as well. So I've got my brayer and my gel plate, and I've also got some tissue paper that I got on Amazon, and I will link that for you. It's on my supply list, which I'll link for you below. It's got metallic, really metallic, organic looking polka dots on it. So unlike some of the tissues that you get that it's a gold tone, this is actually a copper metallic. You can see in the light that it is a metallic. Now what happens with the metallic is when this paper is printed, it does not remove all the paint from the plate because the paint doesn't stick as well to the metallic as it does to the paper around it. So what's going to happen is it's going to leave this polka dotted pattern on the plate in whatever color paint we use. So we can, in effect, we can create this dotted pattern in any color palette that we want by using this metallic tissue paper. And then at the end of the day, we use the tissue paper as well. So it's a double bonus. So I'm going to work on some old encyclopedia pages because they're sort of oversized. They fill the plate and they've got some great text and type on them. I'm starting out with my light colored solid, as I always do. So I'm going to start with the lightest color that I have. And I think I'm going to make that my nickel azo gold. So let's start with that. So I'm going to put a thin layer out on the plate with the brayer. And then I'm going to print my encyclopedia page, that light colored solid. So here I've got a nice light colored nickel azo gold. It isn't actually all that light. We may need to go a little lighter than that for this to really show up. So let's do a second one. We will definitely put this to use, but let's do a second one. I'm going to use some of the gold iridescent. I'm not going to clean my brayer, so I still have nickel azo gold in the brayer, which is going to tint this to a more yellow golden. And that's lighter. We'll start lighter. You always want to start light because you need to have room to get layer down to darker colors. If you start too dark at first, you've got nowhere to go. Okay, so that's lighter for sure. And it's metallic, which should be interesting. So we've got that. So now I'm going to create a brown dot pattern on my gold metallic polka dot pattern. So I'm going to come now with the burnt umber light. I'm going to roll out a thin layer. I'm going to bring in my metallic polka dot tissue, and I'm going to print that. Now, I'm not sure if you can see it on the camera, but when I pull it off, there's polka dot pattern left behind. So I'm going to quickly grab my prepared gold sheet to pick up those light brown polka dots. So here I've transferred the polka dot pattern from the metallic tissue onto a second sheet, and I've determined the color. So I've made it brown. Now we can make it any paint color. They could be teal polka dots. They could be orange polka dots. How wonderful is this? So you get to have these really cool, organic, natural, very random, not perfectly round shaped dots in any color palette that you like. So that was a happy accident that I am currently employing for a lot of my collage papers. So thank you for being here, and happy Friday.